Hey Aquarius, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be providing a general reading for your sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2021. Aquarius, I really want to just kind of put it out there when, you guys are guys, meaning plural, singular. It's a general term I use, and I mean it for both male and female. It's not a gender specific, okay? It's just my speech, because I was in a male dominating world of the culinary field. And it was always a bunch of men that I would work with. So I'm just used to saying that. So forgive me for all my females out there. Okay, so don't take it too seriously and to heart. So as I digressed, getting back to what I was saying is more of really learning. And I know that a lot of you know quite a bit about tarot, and if you're watching these videos, you've learned quite a bit about tarot, and I also want to teach tarot as well. But what I first want to learn, first want to teach everybody to learn is to really practice patience, patience through resonance of what works and what doesn't. And sometimes even when you get triggered into something that kind of triggers you, like makes you feel bad about yourself or puts you in a bad mood or makes you react in a negative way or have some sort of negative reaction, that's also resonance that needs to be healed, that needs to be resolved. So really pay attention to how you feel when you're listening to certain messages, whether on my channel or other channels or just in general in life. Now, learning the sharpening your sort of discernment is really going to help you in your day-to-day life as well. So this is what the tarot and watching these videos is going to bring into your life. Not only just seeking answers from an outside source, it's the resonance of the answers that are going to help propel you forward. And now, when you hear something that you want to hear, do not hold on to it. It's really important not to hold on to it and learn to let go and trust that you are in resonance with that frequency, vibrational frequency, that it's going to be coming in for you. Because when you say you want to hear that you're going to be meeting somebody and you're like, oh, I resonated with that, but it's not happening, why isn't it happening, and you're constantly overthinking about it, you grow an attachment with that, and you're not allowing the energy to come in because you're holding on to control. So it's really a matter of letting go and releasing afterwards through the resonance of the messages. So let's begin on your reading for Aquarius for the month of June 2021. What guidance and advice and messages do we have for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and cross watchers are welcomed, of course, for June 2021. Okay, beautiful. Problem solving. Resolutions coming in for you. Some sort of answer you have been waiting on, really rising above the problematic situation or state that you're in, or some sort of stagnant energy that you're in, and really fine-tuning into a higher frequency, which is going to enable you to find a resolution, because you're not going to be able to find a resolution to your problem in the same vibrational frequency that the problem was created, right? You have to rise above. You have to do the work. You have to go, you have to, you don't have to, but it's recommended that you do, right? That was a bit harsh, but I just really want change, for people's lives. If I can do it, you can do it, right? And that's what the community here on this channel is about. So really being able to rise above by going within, knowing that you have the abilities, knowing that you have the power. If you could be on this page discerning what works and what doesn't work for you, honey, you could do this. You could rise above the stagnant energy that you're in by going within through meditation, collecting your breath by breathing techniques. Begin with the breath of Trinity and really grounding yourself, shutting off all the electronics that are around you and having the patience and really learning to decipher the signs and the synchronicities that you're getting, whether it be like in the numbers, like you're beginning to see numeric synchronicities, like 555, 444, 111, 1111, 333, or whether you hear a certain song on the radio, pay attention to these, because it's your spirit guides that are guiding you, your angels, your helpful ancestors that are trying to guide you, your family that has crossed over, helping you to bring in resolutions to this situation. And then we have the waning moon, and it's introspection, self-inventory, and it kind of coincides with what I was saying, really going within, deciphering the puzzle that is within you, and learning to piece together what works and what doesn't work, right? This is, I really feel like a meditation would be good for you. And really taking the time to go and do that introspection that is being called here, that's going to bring in this resolution. And you know what? I really feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised once you do. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus. And I gotta say, like, usually I meditate before the readings, but these readings for June, it's like the energy just wants me to jump right down in, and I'm getting that even for the air signs. I got the same so far, fire signs. And now with you, Aquarius, it's the same energy. It's just like, jump right in, let's do this, let's go. So it's really that, that summer energy of enjoying the fruits of your labor. Let's see, what else do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2021? Okay, we have the Devil energy. So this may be the resolution that you're looking for from a toxic cycle, a toxic behavior, selfish habits, negative beliefs that were holding you back. And through self-inventory, self-inventory is like being accountable, taking responsibility. Sorry, these cards are quite old, so they're a bit, they've seen better days anyways. So that self-inventory is being accountable, taking accountability for your actions and where you are in your journey right now, and why you aren't where you want to be, and perhaps it's that introspection by going within that's really going to bring in that solution, that problem solving to things that are holding you back, to these unhealthy habits, unhealthy situations, unhealthy people, right? Let's see, what else do we have for June for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus 2021? Wow, we have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, really cutting those ties that bind you. You're getting clear. Like, I feel like the beginning of June is really, starting off a bit, teeter-tottery. And then you're really you're going to be quick. Like, within, I'm getting like, I don't know why I want to say 3-4 days of June, right? Then you're going into June and you're going to get sharp. You're going to learn how to discern who and what is good for you, taking accountability for your actions. You're going to clearly speak your truth. You're going to be very clear-minded and focused on where it is you want to go and how it is you want to get there. Because then we have fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, taking that leadership, taking action, standing in your power, really cutting the ties here that are binding you. You see that? The ties that are binding you, cutting those chains that are binding you, knowing that you don't have to stay there, knowing that you can make the difference. You just have to be truthful and clearly speak in your authenticity, standing in your power. Male or female energy, but as, the king that you are, the queen that you are, and not taking any BS from anybody, especially yourself. And the BS, what I mean is not believing the negative belief systems that have been programmed upon you since childhood, from your exterior environment growing up. Really going within, that introspection, that self-inventory is really going to help propel you to where you want to be. But you need to stand up and really take responsibility and take some action forward. Not saying that you aren't doing enough, not saying that you aren't taking responsibility. It's asking to go deeper. And once it becomes more challenging for you, and it's something that you don't want to face, and it's something that you deflect, by walking away or not wanting to hear it, that's a huge message for you. That's where the work needs to be done. That's where the change is, where you don't want to face yourself, where you don't want to do the work, where it's easier just to walk away and ignore it. That's where the true change comes in. That's where that's what it's going to lead you to where you want to be. Come on, Aquarius, you can do this. I know, it's trust me, it's not easy, man. Patience, it's not something that anybody wants to hear. What else do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2021? But you're going full force, like there's powerful energy here, and it's time to make that change moving forward. It is time to make that change. Oh my gosh, the cards just popping out. Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing, come June, that first week going into the second week of June, full force, you're moving forward clearly in your power, taking leadership, taking responsibility. Your self-confidence, your self-worth is I feel like it's going to be coming back to you. It's going to be heightened. It's going to be acknowledged again. You're going to see, look how far I've come, or even if you are in, say, the middle of something, in the middle of a situation, you can't see your way out of it. Just know that even recognizing that you want to move forward, you want to do better, you want to be better, you want to improve yourself is the most important step. And then it's to commit, then it's to take action to the change that is here, that's going to allow you to stand in your independence, that's going to bring in this security, this independence, speaking your truth, remaining in your authenticity, but really releasing that BS, that belief system that's holding you back. Look at that. You're moving on from it. You are becoming aware of what is unhealthy for you, and you're moving on, and you're moving on gracefully, standing in your power, authentically. Look at that leadership, that perseverance, moving into that state of a protector, the Emperor, Aries energy, that father energy. And perhaps it's even healing some sort of father lineage that is really going to bring about this change. Speaking your truth, standing in your power, standing your ground about something. And perhaps let me get this straight. Oh, we have one card that flipped over. Let me get this straight, okay? Awesome. Let me put this as straight as possible. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm a Scorpio, Sag, Cusper, and that's something that's all new to me. Anyways, before I get sidetracked. Once you are on this spiritual journey, you're here, you're watching this channel, when you're on the spiritual journey, not many people are going to understand. Not many people are going to understand you. Why? You're going to begin to see differently than many people in your family, than your friends. This is all part of the journey. Not everybody's there that is going to be along for the ride. Everybody serves reason, season, or lifetime, right? For a reason, you got to learn a lesson. For a season, you still got to learn a lesson. And for a lifetime, you are supported for life. And those are the rare gems that you find along the way. And sometimes it's even your parents that are not going to understand, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to still want to love you and support you to the best of their knowledge, to the best of their capability. because I find in older generations, you know, in an immigrant family, that they only know what they know with the knowledge that they have been provided and given with. So remember that, you know, for whoever's resonating with this, if you're having some sort of, you know, issue, and you really have to speak your truth and stand in your power, stand in your ground, and move on from, you know, some sort of unsupportive, unhealthy behavior from, you know, a father lineage in any way, then it's really moving on with forgiveness and saying, you know what, they're only doing what they know. When you know better, you do better. But you have been gifted the gift of higher knowledge, of clarity, of truth, of authenticity, of sight, that's going to help change that lineage for future generations. So then we have, I'm going to put the moon because it had flipped out. Then we have Pisces energy here with the moon. And then we have the Tower. Now this is change. Like, this is the Tower for me at the end of the reading is that change that you are thriving for, that change that you are moving towards, you know, that independence. Like, on the next side of this change, this Tower moment, this surprise that's going to come in for you, it's a secret. You know, like, you're doing your shadow work. You're doing your shadow work. But this resolution that's coming in for you is going to catch you by surprise. Right? Like, the integration of the sun and the moon card here is really fate, right? What's fated for you is going to kind of take you by surprise. So you're moving towards what is fated for you, what is destined for you. And really moving on to this successful outcome. And you're going to feel really good about yourself. You're going to feel really confident. This is something that's really going to allow you to stand in your power, in your authenticity. Let's see. What else? Yeah, your wish fulfillment, right? 9 of Cups. This is something that is destined. You're speaking your truth. We have the King of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords, right? And now the King and Queen of Swords, it's like family members. It's like brother and sister. It's not that, you know, like that couple. So it's, again, that father lineage, really speaking your truth. And perhaps you may even have to move away from some sort of sibling that's not supportive of you, that doesn't see what you see. And that's okay, because they're not meant to see what you are able to see. That is for you to see and for you to pursue and live in purpose, right? That's your purpose here. And not everyone is going to see that, but you have to move on in your path, in your journey. And that's part of, you know, the healer, the mystic, the guru, the spiritual leader, guide. That's part of the process here. It's really unraveling. Look, so at the beginning, you know, it's like this unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy actions, unhealthy traits, you know, vices that were holding you back. And then come the end of June, it's gonna pop out like a huge surprise, and it's really gonna propel you into your power, standing your ground, and you're gonna protect this. You're gonna take action, leadership. You're gonna really persevere. And you may even be surprised, because there may be some sort of father figure that comes out of nowhere that's going to may even support you in the end. Once they see, you know, like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but, you know, like, just say your father wants the best for you, right? And, you know, you are in the corporate world and they don't understand why you want to be a painter, right? But they don't see your creativity, or they see your creativity, but they want something stable, something secure for you. And you're leaving that behind to be a painter. And they're not going to be able to really support you unless or until they see your success, right? And you are going to be successful. Your wish fulfillment is coming in. We have the Nine of Cups and we have the Nine of Pentacles. And you're going to really be a ruler here. You're going to be a leader. And, you know, it's going to come as a surprise for, I think, this father figure. And it's going to come out of nowhere. And they're going to be pleasantly surprised. It's going to be a shock for them. And it's going to be a shock for you, because I feel like they're going to approach you and speak to you about it. Father figure could even be like an older brother, right? An older sibling. It doesn't necessarily have to be a male. It could be like your older sister or even younger sister who's like a father figure, who's been taking care of you, who's very protective of you, right? Who's always there for you, who's always trying to, you know, who has your back, right? Like a father figure could be anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be male or female. It's just the attributes, the characteristics of a father, you know, even in a traditional view. But this is fate that is coming in for you. This is fate. You are fated. You are destined, and it's going to come as a surprise to be a leader, to move forward in your calling, in your purpose. And this resolution that is here for you is that surprise, and how you're going to receive it is that wish fulfillment. You're really rising up here and burning away the egotistical urges that stop you from joining within the one here with the Tower. So you're breaking free from that ego. You're breaking free, look, from that shadow work, the self-introspection. You're breaking free from that. The end of June, and come July, you are moving into, I feel like, this whole new world, this empire that is yours, that is here for you. This wish fulfillment. You are ascending. You are integrating your knowledge of awakening and experience and life lessons, and you're integrating that and processing it into your ascension. And come the end of the month, you're really awakening to a higher level of your spiritual journey. Wow, that's powerful stuff. Awesome. Aquarius, I hope you guys got what you needed for the month of June. Again, guys, I hope you people, I hope everybody, my soul tribe, my fam, really got what you needed to help bring in some sort of clarity for the month of June. You know, it starts off a bit, you know, uneasy, so to speak, but not even so. It's just, it starts off how it needs to, and then it ends the way it needs to. Because look at this. We have the beginning, which is the devil, that unhealthy habits, thoughts, you know, that negative BS belief systems. And then at the end is breaking free from your ego. And you're breaking free. Right beside the moon card, that's the shadow work. And then we have this, the waning moon, introspection, self-inventory. Through meditation, through prayer. You are on a wonderful journey, and things are about to really unravel for you in the most profound, joyful way. And there is going to be a beautiful integration of your divine masculine and your divine feminine energies, because this is time. This is destiny. This is fate. This is fated. And you may even be meeting your emperor, male or female. You may be meeting someone who is going to be very protective of you, who's going to be a leader in your life, who's going to be a strong role model, a father-like figure. I'm going to end it there. Aquarius, I am wishing you good health, peace, and self-love always. Stay well.